What's up, everybody? It's Sid and Millie back with another episode.
Yes,
Chatting
yes,
about a
yes.
little Manchester United news today. Pretty
Facts.
exciting news for Manchester United. So, Millie, what's the news?
Well, essentially, Manchester United has opened up talks with Marcus Rashford and his camp to essentially open the door for Marcus Rashford to come home to Manchester United and essentially stick with us beyond this transfer window. So that is a big news out of Manchester United today. And yeah, that's what we're going to be chatting about. It's obviously big news for the club, big news for Rashford, and yeah, it's highly relevant. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what are those talks kind of looking like so far from what you've seen?
So far, it's still pretty early. Obviously, Marcus Rashford is under contract. He's a Manchester United player. Obviously, the loan with Barcelona just ended. So there's been a lot of speculation up in the air. What is his future going to be? Mainly, particularly because of the fact we know the previous manager of Manchester United had blacklisted Rashford
Mm-hmm.
and obviously joked about starting a 63-year-old goalkeeper coach over Rashford. LOL, who's laughing now, Amarim. But regardless of that, now Carrick, who was there when Rashford made his introduction to the team, I think a lot of people forget that the fact that Michael Carrick was still starting and playing for Manchester United when Marcus Rashford made uh, his
His debut,
his
yeah.
debut for the club and broke through. So, Michael Carrick was a big part of Marcus Rashford's early success. So it makes sense that Carrick would want such a dynamic player to rejoin the group. Yeah, so it seems like the talks are positive so far. I think both parties are open to working together and kind of mending the relationship, and I think it's time. It's time. It's
Yeah,
time.
absolutely. I mean, Rashford
Yeah,
has been playing so phenomenally at Barcelona.
yeah, yeah.
So it'll be really exciting to see what he brings back to Manchester United.
100%. And, he brought a ton of quality, not only in goals and assists for Barcelona, won the league title in the La Liga with Barcelona. But even with England, like we're still seeing the quality that Rashford has and the elements that he can bring to the game. And I think,
Hmm.
looking at Manchester United over the course of a long season where we're going to be playing in Champions League, playing in the Premier League, playing in the FA Cup, playing in the League Cup, you want strong players that can make a big difference in big games, in
True.
big moments. And Rashford is that type of player. So he could be, truly invaluable asset for Manchester United and Michael Carrick going into this new season, especially again with what we're seeing in the transfer window right now. I mean, the prices of players is massively inflated. I mean, you're seeing
Okay.
players from relegated teams like the West Ham guy that Man United had bid for. Literally, a guy from a relegated team going for upwards of 85 million euros on top of a 250K a week salary
That's
in a team that just got
craziness.
relegated, a relegation
Wow.
side. So if we apply what we've just seen with that midfielder to across the market, right? Like there isn't going to be a player at Rashford's caliber that Manchester United can purchase for
Hmm.
any reasonable price. And I think personally, Manchester United can't afford to spend upwards of 100 million euros on another attacking player after our, attacking splurge last summer. That isn't what we need right now. Our
Facts.
weakest position is our midfield. We need outside backs. We need midfielders. That is what we need right now. We're shored up in the center back position, but we do not have midfielders and we do not have outside back options. So
Hmm.
that is the key positions that Ineos and Manchester United need to focus on this summer, not our
Okay.
attacking positions. Because we got Brian Membo, we have Ahmad, we bought Sheshko, we bought Cunha. We've got an attacking lineup that already has enough investment.
Yep.
That attacking lineup with Rashford being reintroduced can win us the Premier League. That attacking lineup is good for at least 30 to 40 goals in the
Wow.
season. Like at least
Yeah.
minimum. So we need to figure out what is the best way to further strengthen our attack, add depth to our roster, and not cost us a bunch of money. And we've got Marcus Rashford, who just had a 21 plus goal and assist season.
I mean,
It's a no brainer.
what more can you
It's an
ask for?
absolute no brainer. Bring him home. Get him that number 7 jersey. We'll settle for the number 9 if worse comes to worse, but get him back in the club.
I know.
It's a no-brainer. Like, the importance of Carrington and homegrown players is always an immeasurable like part of Manchester United's identity. And right now it's very heavily weighted on Kobe Mainu, you know?
Yeah.
And I think bringing Rashford home, it brings in a lot of not only experience, brings in a homegrown talent, doesn't cost the club anything. And on top of that, it is a player who already has experience scoring goals in the Champions League and in the Premier League. You
Yeah.
just can't get a bargain like that in this market of players. And I think who better to invest in than our own homegrown talent?
True.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, honestly, it really is a no-brainer. Like, why would you not want to bring Rashford back? Like,
Yeah, it's insane. It's
why
insane.
wouldn't you?
And, I've seen, chatter on Twitter today, about, the work rate, the same regurgitated BS arguments against Rashford. And at the end of the day, Rashford just went and won the La Liga with Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
Barcelona made it to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. They won the league easily. They were clear above Real Madrid. And Marcus Rashford had more goals and assists throughout his season than any of our Manchester United attacking
Wow.
players.
Yes, that's
So
right.
to sit there and talk about his work rate or what he could add to the team and all that other garbage, it's BS.
Be for
Those are
real.
nonsensical arguments that I will not be entertaining, because at the end of the day, coming off of the season he's had, all these people are regurgitating stuff from years ago when he was dealing with the shoulder injury.
Mm-hmm.
That isn't the reality right now. The reality of Marcus Rashford right now, he's the best winger on this English team. And on top of that, had a fantastic season at Barcelona. He brings that momentum back to Manchester United. He adds at least 15 goals and assists to our team. And that would have been the difference of the Premier League title, right? So
Yes.
let's be for real here. Let's use relevant arguments. Let's look at the player who is actively in front of us and not judge him based off his past. And even if we were judging based off his past, he's got plenty of Man of the Year awards for Manchester
Mm-hmm.
United. Plenty of seasons where he's been our highest goal scorer and goal contributor. So history speaks for itself.
Yeah.
And I think, the Manchester United core, the true fans, the people who've been supporting the club for a while, we love a homecoming story.
Yeah.
If
Of
you've been
course.
here, you know that Manchester United fans love a homecoming story. So I think Rashford coming home underneath the umbrella of Michael Carrick, being, essentially helped along by someone who helped him in the very beginning of his career, I think it's going to make all the difference.
Yeah.
And I think at the end of the day, we are, as a fan base, we've agreed to trust in Michael Carrick, trust in the coach, trust in his decisions, trust in the team that he is putting out, because we know that we can trust Michael Carrick.
Yeah.
So the fact that Carrick has opened the door for this speaks volumes to what he knows he can do. So I think questioning this decision, you're in a way already undermining our manager. And, that's something that Man United fans agreed not to do, because we're supposed to be giving Michael Carrick a fair chance at this position, and in this role. So I think in doing so, in Carrick we trust. I
Yeah.
trust that Michael Carrick has a plan for Rashford. I trust that Carrick wouldn't do something like this unless he was confident it was the best for the team and meant to help the team. And anybody who thinks otherwise is using illogical arguments. Because again, we're bringing home a La Liga champion. We're not bringing any bum off the street. We're bringing home someone who just lifted 2 pieces of silverware this season,
Literally.
which is more than any of our squad can say. So I think the reintroduction of Rashford is going to be amazing. It's going to hit. It's going to feel really nostalgic. And that first goal he scores at Old Trafford or in the Champions League, it's going to hit. Man.
Of
It's gonna
course.
pop.
Yeah.
So I'm just
100%.
I'm just waiting for that. I'm excited. I think it's fantastic news. Rashford's deserved it. He's continuously worked hard, despite being put down by a manager. And, to have character attacks on an individual who's gone out of his way to feed hungry children and provide meals for children while school was out during COVID, it's absolute blasphemy. Like, he is a good person. We know that for a fact.
Yeah.
The work he's done in the community, the work he's done throughout Manchester, the impact his book has had on young kids who have grown up in tougher situations speak volumes about his character. There's a reason he's MBE, Rashford. There's a reason he was given that honorary doctorate because of the work he's done in the community. So yeah, I won't entertain any attacks on his character, any attacks on his football, because again, if you're watching the World Cup, if you watched him with Barcelona, he can help our squad.
Definitely.
And inevitably, all of us should just want what's best for Manchester United. So that is what Rashford can do. He will add to our team and be a great attacking option for us in the new season.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah. So that's really all.
Yeah.
That's my case in point for Marcus Rashford. My argument for why reintroduction would be fantastic. He's an asset that can help the team. He's already under contract with Manchester United, so it just makes sense. We believe in our homegrown talent here in our Carrington production line.
Yes.
And we're going to back him all the way. So I hope that Carrick and Manchester United can figure out these terms, reintegrate Rashford, and let him help our team so we can go grab this Premier League title next season.
Can't wait.
That's all.
Yes.
So those are our thoughts.
Yes. So if you made it this far,
Thanks for watching.
we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Bye.